My name is Cole Johnson, and I have gathered you all here today to talk about someone we all know and dearly love, John Ronald Reuel Tolkien, better known as J.R.R. Tolkien, or known to his friends as Ronald. He was born in 1892 in South Africa to parents Arthur and Mabel Tolkien, and they lived there for 4 years until Ronald's father died, and his mother and younger brother Hilary moved back to England, where they lived for several more years, and then tragically his mother was diagnosed with diabetes in 1904, and that was before they had treatments, and so it was almost always fatal, and so she died later that year. And after being passed around for a while, they stayed with the father of their Catholic church for a while, and an aunt, and then they eventually ended up at a boarding school, and they stayed there for the rest of their childhood. And while there, Ronald met a young lady by the name of Edith Brent, and they became very good friends, and they were forbade from being friends for a while and from corresponding after Edith moved away. And after some time, they got back together and got in touch with each other and ended up getting married. And so they were married for a long time. And they had 4 children: John Francis Reuel, and Michael Hilary Reuel, Christopher Reuel, and Priscilla, younger girl. And they, by a very young age, Tolkien had mastered Latin and Greek, and was proficient in several other languages, both ancient and contemporary, and was quite the philologist, and he was even making up his own languages. And then it was in 1914 that World War I broke out, and Tolkien, he didn't sign up right away like most of his contemporaries. He finished his degree, and then later he joined the army, and he was in the trenches, and on his leave time that he began writing the Book of Lost Tales, where he had started making races for the languages that he created, so the languages actually came first, and then he created the different races to match the languages, and came up with dwarfs and orcs and elves and trolls, and many of them had several different languages for each race. And in 1925, he applied for a professorship at Oxford University, and he was given a job, and it was there that he formed the Inklings, which is a group of authors and professors that there we go. A group of authors and professors and contemporaries that were that all met at Oxford, and it was there that they became friends, and many of them had very, very great careers. Most notably of all of them was C.S. Lewis, who Tolkien later was able to bring back to the Christian faith. And Tolkien's very good friends. They were very good friends with each other for quite some time. And it was one day when Tolkien was grading papers, he discovered that one student had left a page empty on one of his grading sheets. And on that page, for no apparent reason, he wrote, "In a hole in the ground there lived a hobbit." Tolkien then set about discovering what a hobbit was and why he lived in holes and what kind of holes he lived in. So it was then that he started writing The Hobbits, and then he sent a manuscript to his publisher, and the publisher then read it to his 10-year-old son and gave it a very good review. And then in 1937, the Hobbit was published. And then later, the publisher loved the Hobbit so much, he asked Tolkien to write a sequel to it. And so that was when the Lord of the Rings was born. And so it was released in 3 volumes over 1945 and 1954 and 55, 3 volumes. So it was then later after the Lord of the Rings that he finished his work of the Book of the Lost Tales, and then became published as Silmarillion, that was edited by his son Christopher and published after Tolkien's death. On November 22nd, 1971, Ronald's wife Edith died, and Ronald soon returned to Oxford, and he died only 2 years later on September 2nd, 1973. He and Edith are buried together in a single grave in a cemetery in the northern suburbs of Oxford. Their headstones read, Edith Mary Tolkien, Luthien, and John Ronald Royal Tolkien, Baron. Baron and Luthien are a love story between an elf and a mortal man, written into this Silmarillion. So that is the man that is J.R.R. Tolkien, and I know I've been greatly influenced by his works. I'm sure many of you have as well. Thank you.